Good morning, everyone. This is Rifgal. Playing some more Pokemon Shield. This is our Nuzlocke run. We are finishing up the post game from the original game. We've beaten Swordbert and Shieldward or whatever, the Goofy brothers. And we are ready for our last main game battle with. So, this is where we're at. You may notice that our levels are a little higher than they were last time. I went and took care of them. I ground out until our entire team was level 66 base. Except Cracker, who is off to the side because he caught Pokerus, which is a weird situation. Basically means that it will double the effort values, the EVs, that a Pokemon gains. It is transferable by having Pokemon out on the team together. So I'm going to leave him off to the side here until we need to get another Pokemon trained up. But for now, we're all ready to go. By the way, we also, since we are going to be using our legendaries, I did name our Eternatus as well. So we have Boone back on our team. So here's where we're at. We've got Malcolm, Micah, Nick, Tim, Jared, and Kat for this final battle against Hop. I am slightly nervous because these last couple fights have gone not great. But I think like half of his team is weak to fire. That's why we've got 3 fire types. 2 of his team are weak to fighting, which is why Malcolm and Tim are there. And then we've got Pincurchin, which is weak to earth or ground, which either Tim or Jared can take out as well. I'm hoping that we don't need to use everybody, but we have the availability if we need to. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping to have like Malcolm and Kat sweep a good chunk of this. Kind of a redemption for the Leon fight. Hey, we get to skip walking through the woods. I'm glad I stopped to talk to her. So Hop caught Zacian. Or is going to catch Zacian, I guess. Got everything under control. I knew you could do it, champ. Hop, you're amazing. I'm pretty chuffed to hear that from you of all people. You sure about this? Thinks I'm worthy of it. That I'll become a that it'll become my Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that was it. Alright then, here I go. Okay, so Hop is gonna catch Zacian. Very cool. Once again, he's got a pretty well-rounded team. He just has a couple pretty substantial weaknesses that we're going to be able to take advantage of. Yup. I want another battle with you. Everything started right here. in the Slumbering Wheel. Let's do it. I am excited for this. This is going to be a pretty intense battle, I think. There's a pretty good chance that we're just going to sweep it because we know what to expect and planned accordingly. We've got our new Malcolm here. Dauntless Shield gives him a free level of defense. Close combat lowers defense by 1 step, but that's okay. Because it's also a very powerful move. And Malcolm is the only one who is on par level-wise with this team. Or surpassing, potentially. So we're gonna close combat again. Malcolm is a fighting steel type. So this is a super effective stab move. Same type attack bonus. Rillaboom is next, okay. I think we're gonna bring Cat in here. We have a fully leveled up Charizard now. Flamethrower, several other really powerful moves. Let's see, Flamethrower, Air Slash, both of which would be super effective here. And then we've got Dragon Pulse, and I threw Solar Beam in as a good backup. Solar Beam is especially good because after using Flamethrower to bring out the Bright Sun as a Gigantamax, you can use Solar Beam the next round afterwards, or while Gigantamax can just have a Grass move, which is also really powerful. This isn't a Gigantamax fight, so we don't have to worry about that, but Pincurchin. This is the annoying one. I think I'm actually just gonna use Tim here. Hop realized he can help people. That is good. So Tim has some slightly different moves that I picked up. The big thing is he has Earthquake now. Which is a really powerful move. Corviknight. We'll use Micah for this one. Blast, you really got me with that one. Battling you is really fun. Okay. So, leveling up, we were able to get Burn Up on Micah. Burn Up is a really powerful fire move that has no direct downside. In fact, sometimes it actually is a upside. It takes away the fire typing, so it makes him a pure rock type. Which, in this case, if Corviknight uses a steel move, could be slightly problematic, but overall, this should one-shot if Micah goes first. And if Micah doesn't go first, then Corviknight will be attacking neutrally. Light screen? Okay, that might actually do it. I mean, I guess we Rock Slide here. Swagger? Okay. It's using status moves, which is less than great, usually. Okay. That should finish it off. Even got a crit out of it. Finishing up with Zacian. It has one move that can hit super effective here, but I think we're going to be fast enough and strong enough to take it out. Laugh and cry all you want, but this is the end. Okay. I forgot about that attack, the attack being raised one step. We're gonna do something a little odd here. I want to make sure that we've got a chance. That's what I needed to know. Okay, so it's gonna use Wild Charge again, probably. Wild Charge is an electric move, so Tim is immune to it. We'll go ahead and just swap him in. Whew! Close combat hurts. But Earthquake against a Steel type should be pretty good. I'm glad we didn't take the risk. Okay. Nice. I'll keep on getting stronger, I know. Okay. That's our greatest champion for you. You really are strong. Getting beat this time felt a little different. I may have lost, but I feel great. You know what, Rafe? I think I found a dream of my own. I want to be someone who can help out Pokemon that are in trouble wherever they are. I think I want to become a Pokemon professor. I started thinking I might when we were going around to all the stadiums to help the Pokemon that were running out of control. I know I don't know enough about Pokemon yet, and I've got no experience for this sort of thing. But I'm going to study and learn a whole lot. And someday, I'll become the sort of professor that you, Rafe, and you, Sonia, well, the sort you'd be proud to know. I'm going to take a different path than you and Lee. But I will still always think of you as my true rival. There's nothing I'd like better. So I have mixed feelings about this ending. Part of me feels like this kind of comes out of nowhere. I wish there was more to seed it throughout the game. More foreshadowing. On the other hand, I appreciate the dynamic of the character. I appreciate the fact that he is a dynamic character, that there is actual growth where he finally realizes, hey, maybe this isn't, maybe the goal I've been working towards isn't something that I can attain. And maybe there's something else that can be fulfilling where that one won't be. And I wish that there was something a little bit more grounded. Again, I wish there was something like to lead into it more. But I like the fact that he is admitting that that he's just starting this path. And you know what? At the end of the day, they're kids. Like, they're supposed to be making rash decisions, saying that they're gonna, change their life, or, they're gonna do something completely different, or change their path, or whatever. No need for the noisemaker, young lady. We've come to meet with young Master Ray. They didn't get a chance to properly apologize yet, and I'm here to keep an eye on them. Seems you lot have been up to all sorts of things since I was stuck in Rose Tower trying to take care of the mess the chairman left behind. So that's where Lee was this entire time. I suppose that's a nice little thing too. The fact that Lee wasn't there to help with the Dynamax situation in the postgame is a nice kind of passing of the torch, where we saw him during the main game running around trying to fix this situation, and now it's our job as the new champion. Kinda neat. We thought only of ourselves and brought harm to innocent Pokemon. We have truly caused a large amount of trouble. You helped us even though we did those awful things. You are so worthy of the throne. You could say it's a Dynamax-sized amount of worthiness. We have abdicated the title to him. There are no other rulers but Rafe. That is kind of silly. So, I saw that Pokemon battle. You sure have gotten strong. I nearly sent out my Charizard without thinking, wanting to join in the fun. Seems like you found your own path to walk in Laptop. As your older brother, no, as your rival, you have my full support. Charizard pose. Looks like the Meowth's got your tongue. Guess we should get going too. Okay. And that is the end of the main game. This is the ending that came with the original game. And honestly, for a Pokemon game, the story aspects of it are good. Battle Tower in Winden has opened. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. I really don't like Swordward and Shieldbert. I think they're goofy and a little over the top, but they're interesting at least. Did something a little bit different. Honestly, I'd kind of be okay with if the entire game, the biggest problem I have with a lot of the stuff is I wish there was more foreshadowing. And I've been saying that a lot recently. Because this actually has dynamic characters. This actually has, like, potential for your character, or for the characters to grow and do interesting things. And the main character doesn't in this because he's a silent protagonist. You know, he's just awesome and that's about it. But there are other characters that we see grow. change. We see Marnie, we see Bede, we see Hop. I mean, even Leon and Piers to an extent. Like, there's a lot of actually pretty good characters here. I wish that we saw... I mean, there was obvious foreshadowing stuff with the chairman, but I wish we saw a little bit more direct evidence early on. And I wish we saw a little bit more direct evidence early on that Team Yell were just causing trouble. Maybe if they'd given us an opportunity to, like, work with Team Yell at one point earlier, just something simple, and a spot where we have to fight a corrupt person from the chairman's camp early, besides Bede, who is kind of a jerk on their own. Bede is still a little bit arrogant, even though there seemed to be some change. I wish there had been a little bit more change, a little bit more gradual transformation there, a little bit of humility. I wish that Hop's change was a little bit more gradual. Marnie actually has a pretty good story arc, but I do, again, wish that there was a little bit more resolution and a little bit more gradual progression through that. The other gym leaders are great. I mean, they're simple. They don't change a whole lot, but they're great. They're interesting. They're well written. This game has some of the best characters from Pokemon that I can think of. I really enjoy the characters in it. I enjoyed the story overall. There's some obvious problems, but it's a great game. So, we are going to wrap up here. However, we still have the 2 DLCs to go. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I'm doing this, because they have some weird aspects to them. My basic intention is just to do the main storyline for each one on video. Maybe do some of the very specific side stuff. And I may come back and do more afterwards, but that's all I want to do as the Nuzlocke. I feel like there's enough Nuzlocke here. We're gonna do, like I said, the 2 storyline modes probably still. But those are pretty short. There's not a whole lot to them. And we've gotten our characters leveled up enough that I don't think they're going to be super challenging. Plus, we get a chance to catch a bunch more Pokemon along the way, and we have a bunch of people to get back into the rotation. So, that'll be next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. Catch you next time.